Hello, everyone.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Jerry. And today we're going to be talking about
Airbnb and hotel stays and which ones we like better and the pros and the cons.
we're Airbnb versus hotels. Which is better?
That's what I said.
Not really. You were like, all right, so this is not going to be one of those videos where you have to watch for 3 minutes before you find out what we actually like. We
Love Airbnb.
much more than hotels. So we're just going to get that out of the way right now.
We're Airbnb people.
Airbnb. So our first reason why we like Airbnb so much
Is the experiences that you can have with it.
So, for example, the first time we stayed in Airbnb together was at a tiny home because Moa over here.
I love tiny
Yeah,
homes.
she had the idea that she would want to actually live in a tiny home.
I
So,
still want to live in a tiny home.
oh gosh, not this big boy, and so, anyways, I was able to find there's plenty of tiny homes on Airbnb. So we found one here locally that's on the lake, and so we stayed there for the night. So we got to actually experience what it's like living in a tiny home.
Tiny home, yeah, it was really cool.
And then just recently, when we went to go visit my brother, we stayed in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. Like actually in downtown, it was on the 9th floor, the top of the building.
In a real trendy, like flat, and so it kind of gave us that like
Living in
city,
a
really cool like life. And I have stayed in a camper. I have stayed in a cabin in Gatlinburg. I've stayed in a home in Charleston, and I've always loved it. They've all been super great experiences.
And two, like I just saw like a week ago, like someone had turned their house into like a Star Wars themed. I'll put a link to it right here. And yeah, so like each room was a different Star Wars. So the experiences you can have with Airbnb are awesome and something you really can't get at just a hotel. Our second reason for loving Airbnb is just the accommodations overall. You know, you go to a hotel and you have to pay $5 for a bottle of water, like $3 for a candy bar. And like with our experiences with it, like, you know, they're leaving, you know,
fridges have been stocked and cabinets are stocked with foods and snacks.
Like
and
breakfast
drinks
foods and
all
popcorn.
kinds of just great little things and like Keurig cups and like everything that you have at home. So all those like creature comforts of home are at least in our experiences have been in the Airbnb stays, and
Oh yeah.
there's no real creature comforts like that in a hotel room
Yeah,
that don't cost money.
Yeah. So our third reason for loving Airbnb is just the check-in and check-out part of it, because you know most hotels like you can't get in till 3 or 4 o'clock. You gotta get out by 10 or 11 in the morning. And like with our last Airbnb, I messaged the guy and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna be getting in pretty early in the morning. Is it okay if we check in early?" And he was like, "Not only is it okay to check in early, you can stay the night before for free if you want." And I'm like, sign me up. Yeah, that's awesome.
I know, and then one time I stayed in a camper, like they came in, they connected it all, they had everything up and running when I got there. So the air was on, the electric was done, and even when I left, they came out and they did. So I literally just got to show up, sight unseen to a camper, and it was awesome. Like, because putting up a camper is hard work.
Hey, kitty cat. Our fourth reason, the kitty cat's still here. The fourth reason we love Airbnb is just the pricing overall compared to like a hotel is either the same for the most part or a little bit less.
And it already, like, so all the fees and stuff that get kind of included in are exactly what you're paying for in the hotel. You're paying for a cleaning fee. You're paying for, if you have a pet. And some of the Airbnb things don't even charge pet fees. So some of them are just super pet friendly and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah, so
because we clearly have pets.
Yeah, so pricing, is good, real good. So, all right, so everything's not all roses
All
and
glitz and glam.
Yeah, so there are a few drawbacks with it. So we're gonna keep it real here. So, the first off, so obviously with a hotel, a lot of times you're just looking for some 10-story building that's really big and it has Marriott and so they're easy to find. That's not so much the case all the time with the Airbnbs. Like I said, our last one we went to in Little Rock, we drove around the block maybe 10, 15 minutes until we were able to figure out not only where it was and where we could park. So parking,
can get you because
Yeah.
most of the time that's included or close to the hotel, and that's not always the case.
So another thing, and this was always my hang up with it and why I never really did it much before, is in my head, like Airbnb, like you're renting like someone's room in their house and they are there with you. And in all of our experiences, that's not the case. You have the whole place to yourself.
The first thing I do on there is when I filter, I put entire place to self, because that's one of the options, because I'm sure everyone's super nice, but I'm sometimes antisocial.
Yeah, I don't want to be in someone's place and not know them. Yeah. So so it's not like that at all. Last thing. So once again, so since you're in someone's place, if something comes up, let's say that air conditioning is not working, or there's a leak,
there's a leak in the roof.
Yeah. So if there's it's not like a hotel where they'll move you to a different room,
or maintenance comes up in 2 seconds and takes care of it.
But you know what? I've been in the hotels where those issues have come up and they haven't fixed it either. So so just be aware, if there is the rare case where there's something is going on with your actual Airbnb in place, it's not, you're gonna have to kind of figure out on your own.
You have to problem solve a little bit, like you would in your own home.
Put your problem solving hat on. So.
I got 1 cat ears.
This is what I live with. All right, so in closing, like I said, we love Airbnbs. It's when we're looking for places to stay, it's our go-to to look for first to see if we can find something that would be kind of cool for wherever we're going to stay. Anything you have to say?
I'm a homebody. I love to travel, but I love feeling like I'm in a home, and so I think that's why Airbnb just kind of suits me and my personality a little bit more.
Yeah, so you need to kind of think of what
who you are as a person, how you like to travel. And so just because we're not hotel people, like for instance, my mom is not an Airbnb person. Like she just
you may just want to show up, go to bed, and then get up.
Yeah, and so it just kind of depends on your travel personality.
But if you think you are an Airbnb person, you might want to try it out. We'll put a little referral link down at the bottom there. I think you get like $20 or $30 off your first stay.
I think so.
So anyways, I'll put the link down there. You can click it, save a few bucks in your first trip. But other than that,
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Safe traveling. Bye.